Your butter tears your toast. Your notes are covered in scribbles. Your shirt is soaked in sweat before you even leave the house. Japan looked at all of that and said, fixed. Butter in a glue stick. Pens you can erase and rewrite forever. Air conditioning you wear around your neck. Tiny problems, brilliant solutions. Most of the world still doesn't have them. Japan doesn't just invent, it engineers everyday life, so going back to the old way feels impossible. Today, we're counting down 14 brilliant Japanese ideas that make life easier. Stick around for the machine that wraps your shoes in plastic in 2 seconds flat. Let's go. Butter stick. You're making toast. The butter's rock solid. It tears the bread apart, or it's too soft and melts all over your fingers. Japan fixed this with a twist-up butter stick. Looks exactly like a glue stick. You load real butter inside, twist it up, swipe it on. No knife, no mess, no ripped toast. You're running late. Bread pops up. You twist and swipe. Done in 3 seconds. Here's the genius part. They didn't reinvent butter. They just removed the knife. One less step, 0 problems. Moisturizing tissues. Cold season hits. You've blown your nose 40 times today. By hour 3, your nose feels like sandpaper rubbed it raw. Japan made tissues with lotion built into the paper. Every single tissue has aloe and glycerin. It moisturizes while you use it, prevents redness, stops chapping, costs the same as regular tissues. You're on tissue number 50. Your nose should be destroyed, but it's not. The tissue fights back with moisture while it cleans. Think about that. They didn't make better lotion. They put it in the thing you were already using. Body cooling spray. Summer commute, 95 degrees outside. You're drenched before you reach the office. Fans don't help. Ice packs are a joke. Japan created instant cooling spray. You spray your neck. The mist hits your skin and evaporates in seconds. It drops your body temperature by 10 degrees instantly. Pocket-sized, works on planes. Athletes and commuters use it every day. You step off a packed train, you're dying. You spray your wrists and neck. 3 seconds later, it feels like you walked into an air-conditioned room. Japan has brutal, humid summers. They turned chemistry into a weapon against heat. You can't control the weather, but you can control how it feels. Electric salt spoon. Your doctor says cut the salt. You try. Everything tastes like cardboard. Low-sodium diets fail because bland food is miserable. Japan built a spoon that makes food taste saltier without adding salt. It's battery-powered. Uses a tiny electric current to group salt molecules on your tongue. Your brain tastes way more salt than what's actually there. Made by a huge beverage company with university scientists. Got 7 times more orders than they expected. Won a major tech award in 2025. You eat soup with half the salt. It tastes fully salted. The spoon doesn't add anything, it just tricks your taste buds with electricity. Here's why this matters. Japanese people eat double the recommended salt limit. This solves a health crisis by hacking how your tongue works. Less salt, same taste. Your brain never knows. Wearable air conditioning. The office AC is either Arctic or broken. The subway feels like a sauna. You're stuck with whatever temperature everyone else picks. Sony made a device you wear on your neck that heats or cools your body. It's the size of a credit card. Sits at the base of your neck. 5 cooling levels, 4 heating levels. Sold 10,000 units in 3 days. Completely sold out in 3 months. Runs for 7 hours on one charge. You're in a meeting, it's sweltering. Everyone's sweating through their shirts. You tap the device twice. Cold spreads down your spine. No one even notices. Personal climate control, not for rooms, for your body. Japan looked at AC and said, "Why cool the whole building when you can just cool the person?" Erasable ink pen. You're writing in your planner, you mess up a date. Now you scribble it out or start the whole page over. Your notes look like chaos. Japan made a pen that erases ink like a pencil. Pilot Friction writes smooth like gel, has an eraser on the end. Rub it, and the ink vanishes. Zero damage to the paper. 1.5 billion sold worldwide. Holds a quarter of Europe's erasable pen market. 70% of buyers buy it again. You write the wrong date, flip the pen, rub the eraser. Gone. Write the right date in the exact same spot. Here's the wild part. The ink doesn't actually disappear. It turns invisible at 140 degrees Celsius. Stick it in a freezer, and it comes back. 1.5 billion sold, 'cause no one likes crossing stuff out. Moisturizing hairdryer. Hairdryers blast hot air. Your hair dries fast, but now it's fried, frizzy, brittle. Heat always damages it. Panasonic made a dryer that adds moisture while it dries. It shoots out nano-sized water particles with the hot air. Particles so small they're invisible. They coat each strand while drying it. The particles are 1,000 the size of steam. Kills static. Locks in hydration. Dries just as fast as normal dryers. You dry your hair in 8 minutes. Bone dry. You touch it. It's soft. Not crispy. Not dead. The water particles protected it the whole time. Western dryers strip moisture out. Japanese dryers put it back in while they work. Fast drying, healthy hair. Japan refused to choose between them. Handheld bag sealer. You open a bag of chips, can't finish it. You fold the top, clip it. Maybe dump it in a container. Air gets in anyway. It goes stale in 2 days. Japan made a pocket-sized heat sealer that melts bags shut in 3 seconds. Works on any plastic bag, chips, coffee, frozen food, pet food. Battery-powered, fits in your hand. Creates a seal stronger than the factory one. Keeps food fresh for weeks. Half a bag of coffee beans left. You run the sealer across the top. 3 seconds, airtight. The beans stay fresh for a month. Chip clips squeeze bags, they don't seal them. This actually closes it like it was never opened. Japan hates food waste, so they engineered it out. Foldable bathtub. Tiny apartment. You want a real bath, not a shower, but there's 0 room. Bathtubs are huge, permanent fixtures. Japan made full-size bathtubs that fold flat. Heavy-duty waterproof fabric, rigid frame, holds a full-grown adult. Folds down to 6 inches thick. Holds 80 gallons. Sets up in under 2 minutes. Stores in a closet or under your bed. Friday night, you want to soak. You pull it out, unfold it, fill it up. Full bath in a 300-square-foot apartment. Sunday, drain it. Fold it flat, slide it behind the couch. In Tokyo, apartments average 200 square feet. The tub bends to fit the space, not the other way around. Cooling umbrella. 90-degree day. You're using an umbrella, it blocks the sun. You're still sweating buckets under it. Shade doesn't cool you down. Japan built umbrellas with fans and misting systems inside. Battery-powered fan in the handle pushes air up. Optional mister sprays tiny water droplets that evaporate instantly. Fan runs 4 hours per charge. Drops the temperature under the umbrella by 15 degrees. You're walking 3 blocks in brutal heat. Normal umbrella, still drenched. Cooling umbrella, fan spinning. Mist hitting your face. Feels like standing in front of an open fridge. Western umbrellas just block sun. Japanese umbrellas are personal weather systems. Automatic shoe wrapper. You're entering a hospital or a museum or someone's spotless house. You need shoe covers. You're wrestling with flimsy plastic bags that won't stay on. Japan installed machines that wrap your shoes in 2 seconds. Step on the platform, press the button. Machine wraps both shoes in tight plastic sleeves, common in hospitals and museums. Tight seal, won't slip off. Dispenses new covers automatically. You walk into a lobby, step on, press, 2 seconds. Both shoes wrapped. You walk off, no bending over, no touching your dirty shoes, no weird balancing act. Japan doesn't ask you to change your behavior. It automates what you were going to do anyway. Shoe deodorizer machines, gym shoes after a workout, work boots after a long shift, they reek. You spray them with something, stuff dryer sheets inside, it barely works. Japan put shoe cleaning machines in gyms and malls. Drop your shoes in. Machine blasts them with ozone and UV light for 20 minutes. Kills bacteria. Destroys odor at the molecular level. Kills 99% of bacteria and fungus. Costs $2 per session. You finish your workout. Shoes are rank. Drop them in the machine. Grab a coffee. Come back in 20 minutes. Shoes come out completely odor-free. Western solution, cover up the smell. Japanese solution, kill what's causing it. Your shoes don't just smell clean, they are clean. Airport sleeping pods, 6-hour layover, flights delayed, you're exhausted. Your choices? Sleep on a metal bench or pay $200 for a hotel you'll use for 3 hours. Japan installed private sleeping capsules in airports and train stations. Soundproof, climate-controlled, lockable door. Cost $10 an hour. Bed, pillow, alarm, charging ports. Blocks out all terminal noise. Fresh linens every time. Your flight's in 6 hours. You book a pod for $30, lie down, set your alarm, sleep in total silence, wake up refreshed. Not twisted up on a bench with a stiff neck. Japan saw wasted time and turned it into actual rest. Pay for sleep, not a full hotel. Office napping pods. 2 out of PM, you're crashing hard. Coffee stopped working an hour ago. You can't nap. There's nowhere to go. It looks lazy. Major Japanese companies installed private nap pods at work. Soundproof capsules, reclining bed, timer set for 20 minutes. It's not just allowed, it's encouraged. 20-minute naps boost productivity by 34%. Google Japan has them. Toyota has them. It's built into the culture. You're hitting a wall at 2. You book a pod on your phone. Walk over. Lie down. Timer goes off in 20. You wake up sharp, crush the rest of your day. Western work culture fights exhaustion. Japanese work culture works with it. Because the work after the nap is better than the work before it. These 14 ideas represent a pattern. Most of them don't exist in the West yet. Some are Japan only. Some are slowly expanding. Japan doesn't wait for big problems. They fix the tiny one, the annoying one, the one you live with every single day. If these brilliant solutions changed how you think about everyday life, please subscribe and like the channel. We are uncovering the innovations that the rest of the world is missing. Let's build a more efficient future together. The next treasure trove of ideas will be opened soon.